Hello and welcome back to Songs of SYX. As you can see, we're back at the start of a new kingdom. Our last city, Pew, was sieged and defeated in battle as we spent all of our time and resources making grand monuments, thinking we were better than our neighbors. We were obviously not. So, with this playthrough, I'm going to be doing a lot more to fix that. We're going to start with vegetables. We started vegetable start. Very rare start. And it's going to be kind of quick, I think, at the start for what I want to do. Essentially, each field I've had way too many people working in it. This one should be 10 by 10, I think should be good for just one farmer. It's the smallest one, I believe, that you can make. So we're gonna see if they can make that field really quickly. The idea is that when we started in the past, we went way too big. Everything that we did. And we overexpanded way too fast. So we're gonna put a little pen for our animals. Well, it might have to be bigger than that. Yeah, it needs to be bigger. We just want it to be big enough for there to be a few people working here. What, a 15 by 15, how's that sound? 2 people? Yeah, it's fine. So we've got our pasture and our vegetable farm. Those are going to be made. In the meantime, we have 10 people. We're going to set them up with 10 houses. And everything is subject to change. For now, it's just going to kind of be a tight little society here. Like that. We will put a well. A small well, a hearth, a small hearth as well, if it would let me. There we go. Yeah, why not? We'll put it right in front, and then we'll put a speaker as well, so they have something to talk. Put it right there, so it's not directly in front of everything. And we'll let them get to work on that. Set some clear jobs. If you were following the other series and you're starting off in the first episodes, I personally wouldn't watch them. I wouldn't get too bothered if you didn't. This series is going to be a much more veteran series, and I'll take out probably like beginner playthrough or whatever from my title, because I've learned a lot. A lot of mistakes were made. A lot of problems were encountered. For example, we had way too many people working in pastures and farms, for what it's worth. There are other ways to get food, including importing them using our labor. As well as focusing on research, you can get pretty big boosts to your farms. See, 10% for 500. So, humans are particularly good at research. We'll set these guys at full-time speed. We're going to try to use their natural abilities to their benefit here. Eventually this throne room is going to be moved. And something I noticed in the last episode as well is that when you were sieged, they seemed to go straight for the throne, although they did go around certain parts of the walls. If I can make a part of the city that is just the castle itself, the throne, I can mitigate damage done to my populace, which was something that caused me to lose the last time. I could have gone back in and tried to win, or rather continue where I was, but I had over 600 dead laborers on the ground, plus the 600 I died with in the field. So it was like well over half our population was dead. We were going to have to just start digging pits and scrapping everything in our city, which could have worked. We would have had much more people to work with, but as that would be more confusing for the viewer, I decided to start a new series altogether. You can see, of course, they do every other job, and this is part of the reason why when I start a city, I just make a field first, but I was trying to appease them here. They do every other job besides the one job you need them to do, which is farming. And we want to do a farm of each type, so we're going to do a fruit field, 10. We're going to do a cotton field, get that going in the background. We'll do that at 10 by 10. And this is an older strat I had seen, but I actually like the idea. It basically gives you access to all of the things you're going to need in the future. And it only takes up about a worker each to work these fields. And then it suggests you get a mushroom farm. Does it need irrigation? Yeah, we'll do that. Put a door on there. And then we are going to put the last farm herbs, right? Because we have cotton, fruit, grain. Cotton, grain, fruit, mushrooms, herbs. There we go, and let's suspend all of these jobs so that they don't work on them, so they get that done. God damn it, I put that herb farm in. Okay, suspend that one as well. And then we can probably just activate this because it's already done. There we go. We're going to put irrigation in between all of these to help their overall growth. So we'll lower that down to 1. Let's see, can you get that whole field done by yourself? So we had 30 plus people working in fields before. Yep, she did it. Perfect. Right, yep, Kira. So Kira is going to be doing that. Now we're going to set harvest wild edibles. This is a strategy you used to do when you started the game as a new player. In the old version, you would grab it from the corner and you'd drag harvest wild edibles over every single edible across the entire map. Just gotta get a little framey. That's to be par for the course. And that should have set every wild edible in the region to be gathered. Yep. And then they'll bring them over here. Let's activate this job and this job, because that's cotton, grain. And it'll just simply give us access to these things later. It says they need 2 herders. That's fine. Let us activate these jobs too, so they have those. And we'll put another couple houses in here. Good thing we didn't actually build it, because I want it to be centered. In the middle of that street there. Not going to be super large neighborhoods. They're going to be kind of like clusters of blocks. Yeah, we'll have to do it like that. And then we'll put the speaker over here. They need access to these 3 things, especially early on. And we're also going to look for clay, which is perfectly right next to us. Nice. We'll set a mine before we need that, we need a work crafting carpenter. Same vein, I used to make really large buildings. We're going to make a simple 5x5, I think. It's literally gonna have a storage bench, a workbench or two, and then maybe we could fit an auxiliary in there. Yep. The idea is this will be replaced very soon, but we need just the basic amount of stuff being made for our civilization here. Dig that canal first. There we go. And that will help irrigate that area. Essentially trying to build a small little starter village. You can do what I did in the other episodes and jump into maximizing your population as fast as possible. But I find that that is going to hinder you in the long run, the same way it did for me. The smarter and better your individual population, the better. And I also wanted to do one other thing. Our boy Jellybean didn't die in the last episode. The other nobleman did. So Sir Jellybean, he escaped that catastrophe, that terrible tragedy that befell our civilization. And now he's going to be one of the founding members of our civilization, and will go on to be a nobleman in our civilization. And we also need to change our name to the Fiend. This is us of Instria. I actually really like that name. It's like basically like we're Industry Town. So we'll get that at full speed. We've got animals being made. Can you handle 10 animals by yourself? Let's see. I want to see if they can. Their daily tending is going up. Let's see. Can you tend all of those animals? If so, perfect. We'll just sit that on there for a day. You might need a buddy though, because I think he can only do about 25 per day. Let's test your might. Yeah, no, he didn't. He couldn't do it. That's fine. And we do want to do another thing as well. We could technically, theoretically, get a ox pasture right away, but I don't want to do that. The onks don't really provide a immediate benefit, as you need to work cotton to something else first. And we don't even have the research for weaver. So basically we only have baking, carpenter, and the mines. Oh yeah, and our tailor. Sorry, that's why we're making this here. Tailor, for some reason, at the bottom over there. We're going to put the tailor, same size, 5x5. It's going to be the exact same shape and style of this building here, with a couple workers in here, auxiliary bench, just so that we can get enough clothing in our town for people to be happy. We're going to allocate how many people want to join our city? 2? That's fine. 12 people is perfect. I want to keep it below 100 or 2 in the first couple of years. These guys are working on this. Let's just have them like actually dig the walls and everything. And then activate this job too. There we go. Nice and irrigated. Let's see. Moisture 100%. Fertility is not super high, but it is going to be 2 days until it's harvest. Could have sworn I told you guys to dig that out right there. And along those here. I think it's because they're being told to cut trees and they thought that was their job. Let's see, what'd you get? Your harvest is here. Oh, we forgot the last but not least important part of a town, a warehouse. It's not going to be super huge, just big enough for them to build it in a short period of time, like that. And we can get 2 more people authorized them in here. So you got 2 carpenters, carpentering away, making the pieces for the tailor. These guys are going to be working on the orc pasture, and they've got just enough livestock to fill it. I think it takes about 5 or 6, because Enseldon't could fit like double the amount of animals in a place than the other groups of animals. Oh, and it is the end of the season, so we're going to suspend all jobs so that they actually go harvest everything. And we're even going to tell this guy, oh, they're employing 4 people in there. Nice. They're gonna go out right now and they're gonna go in the world and gather things like grains, vegetables, the other things we need like cotton, herbs, grains, and they'll bring them back here so we can grow our fields. We got until like a couple days from now, or the end of the summer here. See, they harvested all these veggies, harvesting all these fruits. Nice. Oh, these are mushrooms actually. What are you guys unhappy about? Four out of 4. Load is only 50%. Put another well over here. And this is going to help us in the future with moving and adjusting the way our civilization looks and operates. As long as we have these 6 here, and then we'll eventually have an opium one as well, because that's another type that you don't normally have in the game that didn't exist before. Same with herbs. I think actually opium did exist, but the herbs didn't. One of them is a newer one. People are still out there harvesting. Correct? Where's our populace? There they are. Yep. I love that detail. They moved out of the way for them. They're going to be harvesting all of this cotton. These fruits are no longer in season, I don't think. Although they're ripe. Just making sure that they're getting all of the stuff done there. Got them another well. And I try to like to put wells anywhere that they're going to be walking. So like if they're going to walk past here, I give them a well. It's a part of their house, obviously. Probably will move the speaker and give them another hearth in here or something. We'll figure it out in the future. Give them 16. So we're at 12 people. We can activate these jobs because this we're gonna need done. And this one too. Get our warehouse going. Whatever, we'll activate it all. Guys should be good. We have enough people chilling. 4 people are homeless. That's just part of this game here. Let's see, can we maneuver them? No. Sometimes that happens. It's not like you have no homes. It's just that they haven't found a home, quote unquote. Don't ask me what that means theoretically. I usually will do this. I'll build another section of houses, and then I'll move the people with this O mover, and it moves odd jobbers to where they need to go. Of course, we have a new crazy person. So I found out that they become deranged based off of like the amount of duress they're under. So if they're near death constantly, starving and stuff, they will become insane faster. Who's looking up on the dev reports on how this game is working? And that seems to be the case. So we've got fruits planted, 100% moisture. We'll lower it down to 1 guy. Cotton planted, 100% moisture. We are out of stone. Of course we are. Clear some of that rock. They've got the grains, or the herbs farm up. And hopefully, did they clear enough grain on this map? Are you telling me that we only had that one little field? Is this harvested? Late summer. We only had that little tiny bit of wheat over there. That's okay. I think what we might do is import, or we'll just wait until next year, because grain isn't the most important thing. People can survive off everything else for a while. Yep, and we've got 2 out of 6 animals. They've got 2 more here. Go grab them. Yep. 5. Yep, 5 out of 6, and they're going to start making leather. Let's give them storage for all of the food, meat, rations, some wood, stone, livestock, cotton, grains, leather, clothing, furniture. And that should be it, and then herbs. This will change in the future. We'll give them access to clay as well. Okay. Close. Yep. So we can allocate 18 people into our city, and it's because they now have access to food. This food is going to go up. Oh, we got to give them a delivery man. Yeah, might as well. Nah, one should be fine. They'll just take their time going around doing that. And then one other thing, what we were trying to do is, clay pit. Agriculture, work, clay pit. It's not going to be a large one, that's for sure. 6 workers. I don't want it to be that large. I'd rather have it like 2 workers. Like that, 2 workers. Can I get away with it like that? Yes. Can I get away with 1? Yes. The 1 worker per thing there. We literally just need them to be pulling enough clay for the simple job. And like I said, in the past, I make the mistake of making a huge clay pit. 20 plus workers go there, and no one in the city is able to work anymore. So, to deal with that, you're going to do it like that. We're going to plop these houses in just so I can move them. Oh, actually, we'll do something else here. Because you can get away with placing them even closer. Like that. And we might not put another area of people. This might just be like the open road. I don't know. We're figuring it out. We're just giving people housing in the meantime. We're out of wood. And clear some stone as well. And another thing is to lower these down to 0 and put one to 10. Essentially, this group of humans is going to be our most well equipped, and we're going to bust them up to 150 when they can. That's the max amount of people in a group. We're going to have them well armored, trained, and equipped to fight, because that's what we encountered last time. Larger groups of 150 men. Their overall morale collapsed my troops' morale because we had 50s. We didn't have all of our guys inside the same like group, and they basically collapsed as individual groups. Okay, put those guys in there. You guys want to move? Come on. Yeah, just keep dragging the O mover over it, and they'll kind of figure out what they want to do. Come on. Whatever, that's still one homeless person up there. Can't fix that, whatever. We'll just build another house for him. I think the idea is that they want to have, like, individual houses. That's right. I'm like, come on, man. We can't do that. It's gonna be too tightly packed. We'll do it on the other side. I want to leave this like area open for now. Maybe we can probably get away with a larger hearth right here. And the way that I kind of figured it out, it seems that from following the dev up, did the same problem, the same mistake. Following the dev's designs, the way that he designed his city, it's almost like he just plops things where they go, like wherever he thinks he should put it. It doesn't matter. He'll put two speakers next to each other just if he thinks it looks good. Why do I keep doing that? There we go. And their food going up is something that makes them the most happy. Somebody had asked me a question in the other video, how much they eat roughly a day. I believe that they eat twice a day per day, and that's 4 days a season, so they eat 8 items. Or it might be more. It's probably 24 items of food per person per season. We could theoretically test that if you click on it. Like, you can see how much you're losing. So this is produced, and then how much is lost. So there's like a net loss. But I can't really be asked with that, to be honest. A lot of this stuff is just going to be the way it is. Like, if the food starts to dip down, I'll just look over and see. So we've got this being done. Oh, we had closed our carpenter. I'm like, why is there not carpentry being made? You can see we have it at 25 or 250 times speed right now. Okay, you guys making enough carpentry items in here? There we go. So they've got access to all of the fields they need. access to all the housing. How are their services? Good. Pretty good. Let's boost our pop to 20. Little bit at a time, little bit at a time. You don't want to keep jumping. Got quite a few mushrooms, which is gonna really boost their food preferences. If you look at their access, they have food preferences right here. But it doesn't seem, I think it's because it needs to be out of a food service room, yep. So we need to get this done before we can focus on getting those met. Somebody else went insane. Of course they did. Luckily you don't have to take care of them, so they don't really count as a populated. They just are there. Although I wonder, maybe do they lower their overall feelings towards the city because there's so many crazies? Probably. Awesome. So that farm 25, this one's 41 this year. And if we want, we can expand, like I said, in the future. We'll be able to just pop a bigger one in. So please tell me you guys harvest that grain down here. I need you guys to do that now. Like, you gotta come over here, guys. Harvest it, yeah. By the time they get over here, it's gonna be the end of the day. We only need about 10. And all we did was we placed a workstation to tell them that they need to come over here and do this. That should be good. Delete that for now. Hopefully they'll take the hint and they'll bring it up here. It's super far from our city though. I literally can't even find it. There it is. That's something they love to do as well, as spread items around. How are we doing? 1.6 a day. 1.9 on meat. Or 1.6 on meat. This one's making us some animals every day. What do we want? We gotta look at the animals on our area for hunting. We don't have any oryx near us, so that's fine. Do we even have oryx on our map? No, we don't. It's funny. But if we start to need more leather, we will just expand this. But we're trying to keep up our population with the amount of things that we're making. So 24 people should be fine. There's room for 40 to live. And you guys are barely making one a day. There you go. Basically make one furniture a day. That's fine. Tailors, we're gonna lower that down to 2. And they're gonna just start to work, getting some clothes ready for people. Somebody got injured, probably by an ox. She's going to die, so we're going to need the last bit of infrastructure for our city. Religion, mass grave. Put a mass grave right here. Oh yeah. Also, it's important to always give your people full access to wood if you have good supplies. build the frame for the eatery right now. 40 people are going to be living over here, so we need access to 40 services. I knew that was going to happen, so we'll do that like that. 46. Perfect. Get to work. And when they are done that, we will have a fully functioning small civilization. At 10 aspiring immigrants. I actually kind of want to bump it up to 33 just so that we can get a training ground and train 10 boyos just to protect us. Get that built. Oh yes, we don't have a janitor as well. They're starting to degrade. Put another one, just because we need a lot of leather. So long as we're making shirts and we're not running out of them, that's the key. Export depot. That there, and then we'll put the import depot next to it so that we can import and export our most valuable resources. Janitor is constructed. Clay pit's almost done. We just need some wood. Some mushroom farm. One guy, 2 guys on the grain. We'll take that off. You can see our stocks are almost full for several years. We'll be exporting wood at $8 a pop. Nice. And we'll import. I think we'll import weaponry. No, that's expensive as hell. There's one thing I always forget that we need to import early on. Clothing. Why don't we do that? Yeah. Because we're making money off of trees here. Every 5 or 6 trees is going to be a pair of clothes, so, or logs, sorry. And we'll boost to 38 just for fun, shits and giggles. I want to copy this little area and we'll place it like so, just so that there's literally never a problem with housing. And place a big old well over here. Like I said, wherever it needs to be, it will be placed and then adjusted. We're just getting those services down. So with this many people, they're going to need a couple wells, a couple hearths like this, and we'll even put another hearth alongside this building here. And the clay pit is up. Clay diggers are working. Put 2 of them in there. Let's get the clay. Already making tons of money off our wood there. vegetables. So if I look, it's 18 days for 38 people at this much food. So it's roughly 10 pieces of food per person a day, it seems. Or a day. Because you put all that together, you divide it by that, it's roughly like 7 or 8 pieces of food per person. How did I know they were gonna do that? I had a strong feeling that if I had the faith that they would build this like a normal building, they would not. They would simply choose to not build a normal building and instead build some weird little structure there. We've got that going, and last but not least, let us get the training ground going. We'll put that attached to our building here. Training dummies, we need enough for 10 people to be trained in here. Actually, yeah, we'll do it like, I think we'll do it like that for now. Nah. Yeah. So indecisive. Just because it's going to be 12 pieces of furniture. Everything in this game is exponential growth. So we need to make sure that we are doing everything we can to keep things minimal, and then we exponentially grow from there. So we have access to mushrooms, fruit, cotton, everything we need. Our leather should be being brought in there, and that makes it so that we can be making clothing. We're also going to import a big batch of clothing so that the people who are making clothing will have to keep up so bad they'll be able to just add on to the total. So this is saying it's daily 10 for 2 people. Let's see, can they 2 people 10 55 slots? Because that's right there on the bottom here, daily tending. If they do all 55, that means all the animals are tended to, and they won't starve. Yep, perfect. So two people can be in that field. 2 people can that, 2 in here. Let's keep it off auto employ. Okay. Clay, still not up there. I think it's because of the deposit I placed it on. Let's edit it. %. Put that there like that. Lovely little town here. The town of, what is it? What are we called? Instria. Let's check our map to see. And you can see I placed this against the wall here, so we only have to worry about the ones who are closest to us. Rovenstar, Procton, Sparlisburg proper, Carnan. Oh, that's interesting. This is like cut off here. And Robeck, whatever you want to call that. Binksylvania. Yo, Binksylvania is going to be the one that does it to us. And another year is here to harvest herbs and other goods. Let us get a knowledge laboratory. about this? How big is this building here? 7, right? Yeah, of course it is. We'll fix it, don't worry. I know that the hearth is like right there. 10 workers for 700 knowledge. That's fine. And we'll remove this. Put it on the other side. You can see our food is pretty decent. Harvest is here. Now that we have grains coming in, we can afford to put the last worker, the baker. We're gonna edit this. Put it a different direction, like that, I guess. The problem is they can't enter it from this way if I put that building there. Just do it like this, and we'll put it on the back end. We're going to put a refinery, a bakery, do a little baker. Actually, we'll do a proper baker. Like that. Should be good. Put in room for 4. Storage. Auxiliary ovens. That's fine. There's gonna be like 5 people working here. But as long as we have bread being put into our pop, I'm happy. This, that. Oh, training 10 guys. Nice. And we can afford to put these 5 aspiring immigrants into our pop. How are we doing on clothing? We still aren't selling enough wood to make money. So what I'm going to do is put a hauler whose sole job it is to bring wood here for sales. Because this delivery man's job is trying to fill the warehouse. This guy's job is going to be to go and collect all the wood that's been cut down. Then the trader will bring it right over and put it there. Yep. See? Working in great conjunction. Trader bringing wood. This guy, Violet, bringing it over here. And they're going to speed up our trade process pretty efficiently. Baker is up and running. They're using our grains to help make some bread. And we are going to add some storage for bread. You can put a fishery in, which is something I haven't tested since the new update. It says that humans don't really care for the job itself. Let's see. You could put like a small fisher workshop in there, and you could fill out your fish as another food source. I think that they accumulate a little faster than meat, obviously. And let's authorize these guys, because we're going to need 10 people to work here, and we're going to need a couple people to work here. Make sure that the housing is being treated properly. People are moving into the right homes. And here we are, one of our traders is here. He has come, and a friendly trader. He's gonna gather this wood up onto his cart. And we've got our delivery of clothing that just arrived. He's gonna be unloading the clothes, or he should be. Oh no, it's just another trader. He's picking up wood too. These are from other towns, so the other towns are importing it from us. So you can see this guy is going to go on his merry way. We'll follow him out of the town. And then if you look, he left the map. We'll go here on the global scale. And he should pop out of our city. Oh, maybe not. There's caravans here. But maybe he's too small to be considered a caravan. I think so. But you can see you can send caravans out. You can pretty much do anything in this game. With our laboratory, the first thing we're going to do is get roads. We're going to build roads. Or laboratory, I said laboratory. We've got 5 people working in the baker. That's perfect. With 15 bread per day. That is perfectly good. The vegetable farms are exploding. Fruit is pretty decent. I think it's just because they're still trying to catch up with the supply. The bread is really going to help spread that out. And so are the mushrooms. And hopefully when they get this canteen up and running, things will go a little smoother. Just give him a dirt road for now. Dirt road out of the city. And through the center of the city here. Like that. Just so they have access to the town hall, whatever you want to call it, throne, quicker. And our laboratory is up. Awesome. We'll go to 50. Ooh, I did not mean to do that. That's 40. That's 40, right? Yeah. Kind of jumped up a little bit of people there I didn't want to get. That's alright. Once our army is trained, we're going to have them constantly prepping to get better. So we can set this here. This is their melee training. Click that, and that'll make them come in here and train constantly. You can change their range training, as well as their armor and their arms. We don't have any of those, so we're going to have to wait. Awesome. We got our import of clothing. We're going to turn that off for the moment and actually put an import of iron so that we can fill up our stores of iron for the future upgrades that we might need to do, especially on the bakery. We have enough for the roads? Not yet. And these are important too here. So these types of jobs here will help you overall in the future. Oh, we don't have enough for slaves yet. Would been nice, but these types of jobs, tailoring basics and carpenter basics, will help you in the long term. Essentially, you want to have a lot of laboratories, which requires you to have a lot of people who can feed them. Farms are far more effective than pastures. Pastures are supplemental. I've realized that. So as I was spending time putting 40 or so people in each or 20 or so different pastures, these fields are much more efficient as smaller fields with a few guys working on them. See, we're full of vegetables right now. Should probably put actually another store for them. And our clay pit is up. Gathering clay. Let's employ 4 people. A ration maker would be pretty good too. But we'll wait a day. Because I'd rather have roads. Humans love roads. And our mushrooms and our fruit may be going down, but bread is not, for sure. We're going to expand another grain farm. 1, 2, 3, like that. And then we'll keep removing this. We just don't like it, huh? Put another vegetable farm in here. Like that. Put a hearth somewhere where it will stay. Like there. And we're gonna constantly be every year trying to do it a little bit like this. A field or two. Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. Dig canal and remove water. It should just be add water or remove. Like, I get it's my fault, I'm not reading it, but it's like I just see water and I click water. 250, right? Yes. Perfect. Stone, and then we'll have a harvest job. Get some stone in here. Put the stone road across the front here. This is for the traders and immigrants who come into our city. Move this like so. It's important not to expand too much road, just one single lane should be good. Put roads in here, but not yet. And then I think the next obvious selection would be to make weaving. How much does that cost? 400. Allocated 250, and then we can make a total of 1,000, I believe. 985. It's gonna be kind of close. The weaver will be really helpful because they need fabrics. Yeah, well, looks like we're done for now. I'm gonna call it an episode. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.